Since life came into existence on Earth, innumerable organisms have evolved. And many have become extinct too. Some organisms live in water, some on land, while some can even fly. Even the plant kingdom is astoundingly diverse. It ranges from the tiny algae found in water to the huge redwood trees. Some organisms are so tiny that we cannot see them with the naked eye. We need microscopes to see them. These are the microorganisms. From the dinosaurs to the housefly and the algae to the redwood trees, more than 1.7 million species of plants and animals have been described by scientists to date. Isn't this a huge number? If you wish to study all these organisms individually, it would seem like an impossible task. But wait, it's possible to study this vast variety of life forms. You can do it by arranging them in relevant groups. A branch of biology called taxonomy deals with the theory and practice of description, identification, naming, and classification of this huge biodiversity. Let's learn more about taxonomy. The term taxonomy is derived from the Greek words taxis, meaning arrangement, and nomos, meaning law. Taxonomy is a science that deals with the characterization, identification, classification, and nomenclature of organisms. When you talk to your friend about the zebras you saw on your animal safari, the picture that will come to your friend's mind will be that of a zebra and not a lion, because a zebra has different characteristics from those of a lion. Describing the essential features of an organism is called characterization. Identification involves referring an individual specimen to a previously classified and named group. Classification is an arrangement of organisms into groups on the basis of similarities. According to the degree of similarities, living organisms are classified into various categories or levels. For example, all animals are placed in one category and all plants in another. Each category, referred to as a unit of classification, represents a rank and is commonly termed a taxon. It is a useful general term and can be used to indicate the rank of a group as well as the organisms contained within that group. Scientists have divided all living organisms into 7 major taxonomic categories. They are kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. All taxonomic categories together constitute the taxonomic hierarchy. Organisms are grouped into an ascending series of successively larger and broader categories, so that lower groups are always subordinate to and included under those that are higher in the hierarchy. In the case of plants, the term phylum is replaced by division. Take a look at the example of the hierarchical classification of man, Homo sapiens, and the touch-me-not or Mimosa pudica plant. This arrangement of organisms into groups on the basis of similarities is called classification. The smaller groups are in turn assembled into more inclusive groups, until all organisms have been assembled into a single most inclusive group. The scientific study and description of the variation in living organisms and the relationships that exist between them is called systematics. A rose by any other name is a rose. Then why is there a need for scientific naming of organisms? A tiger, a peacock, an ant, or a lotus may be called differently in different languages. For example, a tiger in English is called tigre in French and bagh in Hindi. When scientists from different regions of the world are describing an organism, won't it create confusion if they refer to the same organism by different names? So, scientists the world over have agreed upon scientific names for all organisms. This process of naming organisms is called nomenclature. We know that the chemical formulae used in chemistry follow the IUPAC nomenclature. Similarly, the International Code of Botanical Nomenclature, ICBN, deals with scientific names for plants. And the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature, ICZN, deals with scientific names for animals. Let's look at a few more examples of scientific names. The naming system that is now practiced by biologists all over the world was introduced by Carolus Linnaeus. Carolus Linnaeus is regarded as the father of taxonomy. In all the examples that you saw, did you notice that the scientific name consists of two parts? This system of providing a name with two components is called binomial nomenclature. The first component is the generic name, and it denotes the name of the genus to which the organism belongs. The second component is the specific epithet, and it denotes the species to which the organism belongs. Let's understand this with the example of the lotus. The scientific name of the lotus is Nelumbo nucifera. This scientific name indicates that the lotus belongs to the genus Nelumbo and the species Nucifera. Certain conventions are followed while writing scientific names. Let's learn more. Scientific names are derived from Latin. When a name is derived from some other language, it should be Latinized first. When in print, they are written in italics. When handwritten, they should be underlined. Each name should be underlined separately. The first part of the name denotes the genus, and the second part denotes the species. The first letter of the generic name should be capitalized. The first letter of the specific name should be in small letters.